Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, your boy Big Zeke in the building. I hear my brother Dre.
Hey, what's good, everybody?
I hear my brother Kesey.
What's good people?
All right, now how y'all doing?
Good, man. Good.
All right, and it's good. Welcome to the 94 Feet Podcast. I did say I introduced myself. I think I did. I don't know. Dre,
What up?
injury report.
Yo, injury report. Check it out. Chicago Bulls are without Zach LaVine. He has a right ankle sprain. Cavaliers are without Garland, an injured jaw. Evan Mobley is also out. He's needing left knee surgery. He is out 6 to 8 weeks. The Warriors are without Chris Paul. He has a fractured left hand. He is still out. Pacers are without Halliburton. He is listed as day-to-day. The Los Angeles Clippers are without Zubac, right calf strain. He is out 4 weeks. The Grizzlies are just, man. There'll be a lottery team, but hopefully it's worth it. They are without Desmond Bane, 6 weeks, ankle sprain. Marcus Smart is still out. This time it's his ring finger, 6 weeks. Ja Morant is out for the rest of the season. What's interesting about the Ja Morant injury, we talked about all the explosiveness that Derrick Rose used to do and how he injured his body. That's the same track that Ja's kind of going on because that was a result of an explosive play. So, yeah.
I think the Grizzlies know what's up,
I mean,
and they coasted that injury. I don't think it's as bad because I watched
surgery.
No, I watched the play.
I watched it too.
It wasn't that bad. I've seen worse. I can see 6, 8 weeks out, but a season ending.
Yeah,
That's
shoulder, a shoulder. Yeah, I can see that.
Let me tell you, I'm not an athlete. I had a shoulder injury, a rotator cuff injury, and had to rehab it for a year to avoid surgery. It was the most painful thing I've ever experienced in my life. The most painful injury I've ever experienced in my life was my rotator cuff.
I had a shoulder injury.
So how did you get a rotator cuff injury?
Playing football. We was at the church reunion picnic, and my Uncle Mervin, I think y'all were there, or you were there. My Uncle Mervin children, it's an army of them. We were playing flag, and he tackled me, so I tackled him back, and they all dogpiled.
And you got hurt?
Man, I hurt my shoulder, hurt my wrist, but I had to rehab for a year, man, on a rowing machine at the YMCA, because most people that get rotator cuff surgeries will tell you after that first one, it's still not normal. They have to go under a second and a third time. So all I'm saying is don't underestimate that shoulder.
I injured my shoulder playing flag football in the league, and my shoulder still kind of messed up. That was like almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to tell you, man, I've known people that have had it
like that?
2 and 3 times.
Hold on, you gonna look at me like that? But you believe that injury story he just told from football?
Well, there's a lot of witnesses to mine and doctor bills to prove it. So
I mean, I got doctor bills too, but you just said you're not an athlete, and you said you hurt yourself playing football.
Well, I mean, that is
2 + 2 is 4. It's not 5.
Well, just because I'm not an athlete doesn't mean I can't play flag football. I'm not a basketball player, but I'll go and play horse.
But you will tackle somebody. You know what?
I'll play horse, right? You know what I'm saying?
You will definitely tackle somebody. Like, we playing football. Trey, we just playing one-on-one.
I'm just saying, man, don't get too aggressive out there, man.
Jesus
don't come
Christ.
in my lane and you won't catch these balls.
So we're gonna move on to the shoot around where we talk about things going on around in the NBA. To start off, the Toronto Raptors sent what's his name?
Pascal.
Just say his name.
Pascal Siakam.
Thank you. To the Indiana Pacers for Bruce Brown, Jordan Norwood,
Nwora. You don't. The N is silent.
Hey,
what?
You called him Brandy, bro. His name he ain't a Norwood.
Jordan Nwora.
And 3 first-round picks. Gentlemen, what do we think about this trade?
Way too much.
What?
Way too much. 3 first round. Again.
Siakam is an all-star.
Listen,
I thought it was too little.
Listen, America, this is our first time back together in 24. But we talked about this on the first episode of the new year. Myself, Chris, and Kesey went around on the value of Siakam, right? We talked about his value. And most of us at this table thought he was a tip for tat or 2-for-1 player. You gave up. Here's what annoys me about this trade. 1, 2. You gave up 5 players for a guy whose contract ends at the end of the season, who remains non-committal to the Pacers. Okay. Usually when you trade players, it comes with the automatic, I'm going to sign right away. He is not committal to continuing his career with the Pacers. Let me finish and I'll give it right back to you. I promise you it's not going to be a rant. I don't like it. He's a great player. This just made the Eastern Conference harder for the Milwaukee Bucks. So from that aspect, the Pacers got better because they didn't lose any of their core talent, which we also talked about. You match up Siakam with Halliburton, with Miles Turner. Mm-hmm. The Pacers have now a backcourt that's arguably unguardable in the Eastern Conference. So I like it because the Pacers got better. It sucks for the Bucks, and it sucks for the future of the Pacers because they gave up way too much. That's it.
All right. Pascal Siakam is not as good as everybody think he is. He's a decent player, hands down. He's a decent player, but thinking he's finna come over there and save the day for Indiana,
they don't need saving.
It's a bit stretch.
I don't know
because at the end of the day, he can't do nothing with Giannis. You talking about with the Bucks?
Bucks can't beat the Pacers now.
Listen. When the game gets slowed down in the playoffs, as everyone know, it ain't that run and gun in the playoffs. Tell me a series you seen that was run and gun like Indiana likes to play. That's how they beat you. They run and gun all night because they're young and they have 7 or 8 young players that can run. They're not beating people in a half-court game.
But
the playoffs started today, the Milwaukee Bucks would not beat the Indiana Pacers.
If the playoffs started today, they would play the Pacers, and we would be in trouble.
No,
big time. Yes, we would.
We would not.
Yes, we would.
We would not.
Okay.
Yes, we would.
We would not.
Okay.
It's we would not. 4-1 already this season.
Okay. That's
and
okay.
It wasn't even close.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
But why did you tie Siakam into not being that good? That man is averaging a near triple-double all season. He was the hottest he's the hottest trade commodity out there. Everybody wanted him.
Because I didn't say he was a scrub.
No, you just say he's not that good as everybody thinks.
Not as good as everybody think he is. He can play.
Is he an all-star?
No.
He made the all-star team.
He's not an all-star to me.
He's not an all-star.
Go ahead.
He's really not an all-star.
Go ahead.
Because if that's the case, then Toronto will have a better record than what they got.
He's a champion.
They ain't got nobody. They traded everybody.
But I'm just telling you, though, if he's as good as they say he is, then why isn't Toronto as good?
He's 20-10. He's 20-10.
Yeah, on Toronto.
What do you mean on Toronto? He's a 20-10 player consistently.
But look at what his score has been for Indiana since he's been there.
It's been a day or two. He just got cleared.
He played a few games already.
He didn't play a couple games.
He played a handful of games. He played about 7 games.
No, he played like 3.
It's been a game or two. It's been a game or two.
I just know.
No, because the first game they said he had like 20-something. Second game, I think he had like 12.
I'll tell you right now, I got you.
I just know he is an all-star.
DC don't want nobody talking bad about the Bucks.
I don't have any problem with you talking bad about the Bucks. But you talking about Pascal Siakam.
It's going to make their team better.
I think he's only playing 1 game.
That's what I'm saying. It's been like a game or two.
And at the end of the day, because I'm thinking about somebody else. I'm thinking about the RJ Barrett trade. Never mind. I'm thinking about somebody else.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, Indiana lost in this deal.
They did.
How?
Big time.
Because at the end of the season, he got a choice. Either he can stay or go wherever he wants. They just gave up 3 first-round picks.
Yep.
They gave up Bruce Brown, which is a defender.
Yep.
And they gave up a young player. Because Jordan is not a real. He's not. He's young. He's just young.
Wow. I'm not surprised, but okay.
But at the end of the day, Indiana also kind of won too because now you're clearing up some cap space because you got off that Bruce Brown contract. Bruce Brown got paid this summer. Did y'all not remember?
He did get
way
paid.
Too much.
He got paid too much.
For what he do?
He got he got paid.
Who wanted Bruce Brown? Your Los Angeles Lakers. Bruce Brown came from the Denver Nuggets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Lakers wanted him, but the Lakers didn't have the cap space. So now the rumor says that he's not even fully suiting up yet because the Lakers are going to try to make a play to get him traded to the Lakers roster before season's end. So
Who?
Bruce Brown.
He has suited up.
Yeah, but the Lakers are still trying to make a play to get him in an LA.
The Lakers ain't gonna get nobody.
We're not even the Lakers. They in such a predicament where they almost as bad off as when they had Russ,
No, they won the
and
championship.
they couldn't get.
They won what? Oh God.
So back to what you're saying about Indiana. I think they got better, but I also think they lost, but they lost long term.
I don't know if they lost long term. It's a roll of the dice.
Mhm.
It can either go really well for them,
Yeah,
or it can go really bad for them.
yeah.
For this trade.
I don't see.
And it-
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
The good part is they clear up cap space, and if they want to bring in somebody else next year, they can.
Or give Halliburton a bigger deal,
Halliburton does not need a bigger deal.
but you know they will.
You do.
That's their superstar. I don't believe the hype,
Oh man!
but you know they're gonna cash out because Kesey.
I know, but he's not that. He's not him.
Who? Who's not him?
He's their biggest.
Halliburton.
He's the biggest player in Indiana since Reggie Miller.
How is he not
No,
him?
since Paul George.
I don't know that Paul George was
Stop it.
big in Indiana. He was.
Paul George was that dude in Indiana.
He
was
wasn't bigger than
coming
Reggie
into his
Miller.
own. He was coming
Yeah.
to his own.
Stop it, Kesey. Stop it. You was around.
Yeah.
I can see if you was young,
Yeah.
out of the ride, you was
You
around.
said the next biggest thing since
I said
Reggie Miller.
he is. And it's
Reggie
Halliburton.
Miller was bigger than Paul George.
Halliburton is not as big as no Reggie Miller. He is nowhere near on
I
that
didn't
caliber
say
yet.
that,
He
but he's
said
bigger
that-
than Paul George
He's not.
to Indiana.
He is.
Yes,
He's
they-
not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't even won a playoff series yet.
Paul George.
Paul George didn't win what either.
Yeah, he did. But are you
Danny Granger won those series.
No. Paul George won those series. That's when Paul George was
Paul
in
George.
rare form.
This is what I say to that.
But then remember he broke his leg that summer after that.
I
Playing for USA basketball, and he ain't been the same since.
he hasn't.
He was giving Bron and them fits.
Why you mad at me? You the one that called him playoff P.
After he got hurt.
I don't know if he it's still not bigger than Reggie Miller, but
Or yeah, he's not.
still not bigger
by
than
a long
Reggie.
shot.
Neither one of them, but at the end of the day,
Neither one are, but
Halliburton is on the
Indiana,
same.
I think he went took them to the final.
He in the same boat as Paul George. To be
Who?
honest,
Nah.
meaning what?
I'm saying as far as recognition in Indiana.
No, he's not.
He got more?
I
No,
no.
he's not.
This is what I'll say. It's still yet to be determined.
Hold up.
It's still yet to be determined
Halliburton.
for Halliburton.
Halliburton is about to be an NBA starting all-star. George Paul has never been an NBA starting all-star.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Look it up.
He has.
He is not.
He
Not with the
has.
Pacers.
He had.
Not with the Pacers.
I don't.
Not
know.
with the Pacers.
I don't know.
I know he hasn't. It's always been LeBron. When LeBron was in the East, it was
They played two
LeBron.
different
It was
positions.
Dwayne Wade. No, we're talking about just all-star stars. Anyway,
Go ahead.
Tyrese Halliburton, I'm not a fan. I think he's kind of he does have an ego for no reason. But the Indiana Pacers will cash out on him because he's a guy who appears to like Indiana. Indiana's not a bad team. They in the story of Indiana and Milwaukee right now, they have the Bucks number.
I just think that this whole trade, because coming from both y'all, both perspectives, I think Indiana won this. Obviously, they won the trade, but as far as him signing long term, I understand him. Like I'm gonna see what happens this season, because if they have a good season, why not resign? And then on top of that, the Indiana Pacers didn't need him. They've been beat. They got the Bucks number so far this season. They've been keeping up with other teams. So like it's not like they needed him. I think he's just another piece that they can use. So whether he re-signs with them or not, I don't think it'll be a big loss because they didn't give up nothing. They gave up Bruce Brown, some dude that the Bucks had that probably ain't getting no clock, and 3 first-round picks, and they ain't gonna get no really top 10 picks. So, and I've seen the draft. Unless you finna get Bronny James and get LeBron, that's really not. There's really nothing in the draft worth like really breaking your neck to get.
I
So
don't think Bronny's gonna get drafted, but go ahead.
He's gonna get
I
drafted.
don't think he'll get drafted. I think he'll get signed, but I don't think he'll get drafted.
He's gonna get drafted
No.
just because
Maybe second round,
Mm-mm.
late second round.
he's
Pick
gonna
149.
get drafted first round. The first thing they're gonna do when they give him the phone, pass it to your daddy. Pass the phone to your daddy. Let me talk to him real quick. LeBron, what do you want to do? You signing?
Well, you see, they said Miami's going all out on him.
Oh, you signing? All right, I'll see you. We
They
will.
said Miami wants him.
we drafting you.
Wants who?
Bronny. They send scouts to his games.
I bet they did. Everybody want to see Bronny play.
What I don't like about that is how college hoops is supposed to be competitive. You're supposed to have some grace, but people are booing him at games. People are chanting overrated. People are chanting "Who's your daddy?" People are taking it way too far. This
What are you
he's
talking
still
about?
a kid.
They've been doing this in high school.
He's
He's
still-
been getting that since high school.
But
And
you
this
got to
is a
remember,
different generation.
these are these.
Of
Who do you
disrespect?
who do you think is at the games?
Bron's not at all the road games.
Huh?
He's not at all the road.
I know, but I'm
games.
saying, what type of fans you think at those games?
Of the college
LeBron
hoops.
haters.
The colleges.
Yeah.
So the people around his same age.
Yeah.
So who ain't got enough sense to know, don't do that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
No. I like it. This is how we
It fits
we
your
making soft,
personality, so,
soft,
yeah.
and all that. Kind. I ain't got time for all that.
But I ain't gonna lie. Watching Bronny play,
You know he sucks.
he's going to be a decent point guard.
He gonna be what?
A
What?
decent point guard
For who?
if he make it to the league. When he makes it to the league.
LeBron is a G. Bronny, who I'm not saying anything about his potential, but let me say this before we get back to Bronny. Back to the Pacers comment real quick because I don't want to lose that thought. If Siakam, you said they won. If he doesn't re-sign with the Pacers, the GM is fired the same day.
No. They didn't need him. Did they
Gave
need
up
him?
3 first-round draft
Dre, why
picks.
you always talking about these?
Because
draft picks?
they're not for just next year. They're future.
Yeah.
27.
We-
We haven't seen the
we
talent
talk
that
about
might
this
come out
all the
27,
time. When
28, 29.
But
When is
Halliburton,
that draft-
but the
when
reason,
did these
the
draft
reason-
picks be like?
the reason you can do that is
man.
because you have a young point guard you can build around.
Mhm.
Halliburton.
Yeah,
So
I get
at
that.
the end of the day, the next 3 years of picks really don't matter to them.
Plus, you're not gonna have no good picks.
So now to move it back to Bronny.
Victor Bronny.
Bronny to me, and I want to be careful because I don't want to crush what he's doing, but I've seen better players
Just say
in
he
college
sucks.
ball now.
Just say
He
so.
doesn't suck because he
Just
would
say
be playing for
he
USC.
Just say so.
He does not stand out to me as a NBA prospect.
Dre, just say he sucks.
I'm not going to say
It's
that he
okay.
sucks.
It's okay.
He
to say
doesn't
it.
stand out as an NBA prospect.
Why do you say that?
Why you tap that?
Um,
What makes you stand out as
Well,
an
number
NBA?
one, height.
Mhm.
Height is a big challenge. You're talking about point guard. You're talking about this man's going to be holding Chris Paul, Drew Holiday,
Steph Curry.
Dame Lillard, Steph Curry, Tyrese Halliburton. You're talking about guys that he has to guard. Not happening. The second thing
He's
is
6'3", 6'4", the same height as all of them.
that he is not the
He's about-
same height as all of them.
Yes, he
about
is. He's 6'3".
Okay. The second thing, your daddy's name can only take you so far.
It'll get you in the league.
It'll get you in the league, low second or maybe G League. Okay. But you're gonna start seeing
So then,
Dre, you first of all,
So-
you are all about what? Promotion.
so how do you think?
You are all about
How do you think?
that bottom dollar.
how do you
if
think-
you think he
Now-
ain't going late first round,
How did you think? How you think Reeves got in the league?
who?
Austin Reeves.
Yeah,
Doc's son.
yeah.
I'll say this.
Austin,
Doc's
oh,
son,
you talking about Austin?
Austin,
Okay.
Austin Rivers was
I mean,
better
not
than
Rivers.
what Bronny was.
Yeah.
Twice
Have you
on
seen him
Sunday.
in college? He
Austin Rivers
balling.
was balling. And not only that,
He was balling.
Yes, he was
Please-
balling in
please
North
do
Carolina and Duke. Was it Duke or North Carolina?
He was
It was-
balling,
it
or
was
he
Duke.
was playing good.
No, he was balling.
Who else was on that roster?
They had a nice roster.
Who else was on that roster?
I don't know off the top of my
Tennessee.
head. Huh?
Tell me one person on Bronny's roster that you know.
The other point guard
The
is
Wagner. He was better than him.
he's way better. He's touted as one of the highest
He top 5.
I know he is.
Yeah. So what's your point?
Dude, he just started playing. He's only been playing like 5 or 6
But he's
games.
also talking about going to the league after 1 year.
Why is that
That
not
part.
possible?
I'm not saying
We're not
it's not
saying it's
possible.
not. I'm just
We're
saying
saying, I'll say this. No, I'll say it. His skill.
I'm saying, like, why do you say he's not in the NBA?
Please don't let
Dre,
you
no, Dre is
I'm
over
just-
there.
Do
Dre
not let it
sugarcoating.
coach.
Dre over there sugarcoating it. I'm gonna say what it is.
I'm just asking
He
for y'all's
suck.
opinion.
He sucked.
Why y'all saying it like
He
like
sucked. He sucked. What are you talking about? Casey, stop it. He sucked. Your nephew is gonna give him buckets. That's how bad it is. That's what I'm looking at. Your nephew gonna give him buckets.
He went 0 for 11 in the game and paid 25 minutes.
He just
went 1 for 6 from 3.
he just finna score. He just scored 20.
He's a defense.
First
Who
time this
did?
year. This is the first time this year he scored 20.
When?
Not
It
the
wasn't
game-
just yesterday.
the game Kevin Durant was at.
Okay,
You're
well, he
talking
had
about
an
the
audience.
game before that when he went 0 for 7 his first time starting. That's the game you're talking about.
It
He
was-
just
it was
scored
awful.
20.
It was
Beautiful.
awful.
Great thing. He won't score 20 again this year. My point is this, Kesey.
you don't think so?
No, I don't know. Maybe 15. He might get one more. But the point is this, Kesey. If they're lucky enough to make the the East NCAA
They
tournament,
They will
my
not.
God,
Their record
I don't
in
wanna-
conference is so atrocious right now.
I don't want to see him be on a national stage like that and get embarrassed because it's going to be bad.
How is he going to be
Even-
embarrassed? What is it going to be embarrassing about him?
Well, here's the thing. Bronny, if I'm Bronny, I don't want the moniker. Rich people think differently. I'm not one. But most people don't mind riding their rich family's coattails to the top. Let me ask you this. If the NBA had to pick, who's more valuable to the NBA, Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
Michael Jordan.
Okay,
To the NBA,
to the NBA.
LeBron.
Now,
Yes. Not right now, LeBron.
Michael Jordan's kid tried it and failed
Twice.
twice.
2 sons.
The greatest player ever, and even Michael's name couldn't get them in the NBA.
Yeah.
LeBron might be able to get him in a team, but with LeBron being at the latter end of his career, I don't see teams sweating Bronny as much as you think they are.
Just
The only NBA team right now that is showing any interest is the Miami Heat because they think they could have a chance to sign Bron, which they probably could. It's Miami. Who wouldn't want to play there? But Bronny does not strike me as an NBA ready player.
And
I'm not saying he won't ever, but maybe he should stay in college all 4 years.
I think he should do at least 2, but he's not going to do that.
No, why would he?
And then let's just cut to
Doesn't he
while we
doesn't
here.
he have the second highest NIL deal
Yeah.
right
something like
behind Deion's son?
that. Yeah.
So he already's worth like $8 million of his own money, not including trust funds, not including daddy's money, not
Mhm.
including anything else. But he just doesn't strike me. And I'm talking basketball. I don't like that people boo him. I don't like that people hate on him on the internet, being internet bullies. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Mhm.
But in a world of sports talk, Bronny does not strike me as an NBA ready player. Now, I'm not going to say suck. You said that.
I just said that.
He does not strike me
He
as
sucks,
NBA ready.
Dre. He was over there sugarcoating it. I mean, I think his skill set is just not ready for potential. No, he sucks. And while we at it, LeBron retired. Let's just get it out the way. Let's just get it out the way, okay? You over post game watching your son play? Just retire already. Just get it out the way.
Tell reporters after you lose by 30, I'm looking forward to going home. And
Man, he should have shot that.
playoff.
He should have shot that. So LeBron, y'all just lost by 30. What do you think? But we weren't playing well. LeBron, you got to shoot that. Retire. Just retire already. Just
Why?
get it over with.
Why?
He's turning the NBA to a reality.
I
TV
ain't got
show.
time for this. Your head's not here, LeBron. And I get it. You have a son. You want to see this beautiful thing.
LeBron is there because
No, it's
at
not.
the end of the day, he's still better than 90% of the NBA.
80.
About 75.
80. I'm cutting it to 80. He said 75.
I'd say 90.
80.
90.
Yeah, he's about 10% of the league that's on
That,
his level.
you're saying he's
So
top
you
10
can
right
name
now.
10 player. You can name. So you're saying LeBron is top 11 then? Because you said he's better than 10% of the league, 90% of the league.
So you're saying he's top 10 right now?
Yeah.
No.
He's not top 10.
Mm-mm.
No.
Tell me 10.
I'll start with his teammate Anthony Davis.
No.
He's better than LeBron right now.
No.
Absolutely.
He
In my
can't stay
book, he
healthy.
is.
All right, I'll let
In my book,
in your
he
book.
is. He can't stay healthy, but that has nothing to do with his skill set.
I get that.
Okay, it has nothing to do with his skill set because when he on, okay.
I get that.
So you said name 10. Giannis,
Mm.
easy. Steph, easy. KD,
Ooh.
easy.
Mm.
Halliburton. Right
Ooh,
now,
he said
I'm
Halliburton?
kidding.
Okay, all right. Go.
James Harden,
Wow.
Luca.
You said James Harden?
You just named so many players who ain't done nothing outside of Giannis.
I'm so tired. I'm so
What?
tired of this.
Look,
Go ahead,
Dude,
go ahead.
wait.
No,
I'm
no.
on 7. Joker. That's 8. Okay, that's 8. Let's see who else is out there.
Embiid. Say it, Embiid.
I don't have a Embiid. Yes, thank you. That's 9. You can help.
Oh,
And
okay.
then 10th. Let's see here. LeBron. I mean, I don't have a list of players in front of me right now, but if you think any of the players that I just named that LeBron is better than, you
Harden
didn't have a relapse.
I don't agree with
is
this.
better than Harden.
I don't agree with this list. I'll give you 10. You want to give you 10?
Give me 10 because I want to see what's different from the only person on my list that was questionable was Harden. Everybody else, are you kidding me?
Giannis,
I said that.
Embiid,
I said that.
Joker,
I said that.
Luka,
I said that.
Tatum.
I didn't say that, but I'll add Tatum as my 10th. Thank you.
I'll throw in Steph.
I said that.
I'm gonna go Jalen.
Brown?
Who?
I'm gonna go Jaden Brown. I'm
No.
gonna go Jaden Brown.
That should be worse than me saying Harden.
Them two is definitely knows. Harden and
Did I say
Brown.
Embiid?
And B, you said that.
KD.
KD.
I'm trying to throw no.
Devin Booker.
I'll throw Booker in there. I'll throw Fox.
De'Aaron Fox.
I'm gonna go Fox. I'm
y'all
trying to keep it.
y'all so
I'm keeping
different.
it young.
Y'all
I'm keeping it
Y'all
young.
so disrespectful.
I'm keeping it young.
That's
I'm
so
just naming 10 players that are better than the.
That's disrespectful.
How? I named 10.
How are they better? Tell me how.
Besides championships,
No, tell me how. Tell me any impact that any one of them does by themselves that makes them better than LeBron James right
Their
now.
teams are winning. Their
Dallas
stat-
got a horrible record.
Their stats are better.
So then take Luke off.
Their stats are better.
James Harden definitely is not better.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown is definitely not better.
We didn't name Shea. We didn't name Shea.
Shea.
We
I
didn't
like
name
Shea.
Kawhi Leonard.
Shea is definitely not better than LeBron.
What?
Right.
He's torching the league by himself right now.
We didn't name Kawhi.
I didn't name Kawhi.
And
I was trying to keep it young. I'm trying to keep it young.
Y'all are-
Dre,
Y'all tripping. Y'all smoking. Good dope.
I've never smoked any dope ever in life.
my thing is
And
this,
I'll
Keisha.
say this. It's okay for players to age and not be as good as they were.
But they're not better than him, and
They-
he's 39. I don't care what you say. They're
LeBron
not.
is top 20.
They're not better than him.
Murray? Nuggets. No.
Jamal.
Jamal Murray.
Dude, no.
I think Murray's real
I'll give you-
underrated.
I'll give you 5, maybe
Who's your 5?
5.
Who's your 5?
Who's your 5 better than LeBron?
Giannis,
Easy.
Joker,
Easy.
maybe Anthony Edwards right now.
Oh, we didn't even mention him.
I didn't mention
The
him.
next MJ.
I'm not gonna give him that because I didn't like the way he did the. I didn't like the way he handled that game the other night. But
You're being a fan.
I'm stressing it.
You're
Maybe
being-
Steph,
maybe Steph.
but like, I don't know how can you classify them as better, like, because like his LeBron stats are there with all of them.
Here's my thing.
That's the thing I only get. Like what is classifying as making them better than him?
Where is LeBron right now in scoring and his stats and his statistically right now? Where is he at?
Well,
I don't want to know what he did. I know he has 6 championships. Congratulations. Not 6. I'm sorry. He
4.
has 4 championships. I get that. He dominated the East for like 10 years. I get that too.
We're talking about his history, we're talking about his current.
We're talking
I'm talking
about,
about
right
currently.
now.
He's playing. He's averaging the same thing as like
Right
Joker and
now.
him.
Right now. LeBron James is the only thing holding the Lakers together from them not being
So
at
then-
the bottom of the league.
so. Then that tells you how good he is. Then still,
But they're still at the bottom of the league. They're just not at the
so
bottom.
then, so then how does Luka become better than him? And Luka and them is worse than them. Luka and them is like number 12 right now.
Luka and them is number 6?
Luka's number 6. The Lakers are number 10.
I didn't even say Zion because I don't really, he got
Nah.
health issues. Nah, I won't
So
do that.
here's LeBron's current stats. LeBron right now is averaging 24 points.
okay.
So he's 18th in the league in points. He's averaging 7 rebounds. He's 32nd in the league in that. He's averaging 7 assists, which is impressive. He's 9th in the league, and he's shooting 52% from the field goal line, which is 29th in the league. So here's the bottom line. We're not saying LeBron is a scrub or bad, but the bottom line
I
is
just can't see how you classify players better than him with those 24-7 and 7.
Well-
Let's just say 24-7 and 7. Or
Age.
25, 7
it's
and 7.
impressive, but age.
It's
you
impressive
classify
to be
age.
40.
What is Halliburton numbers?
Well, he's
I
been
didn't say
hurt,
Halliburton.
So
I said
I'm just saying.
I didn't say Halliburton either. I didn't say Halliburton.
Hmm.
I said Halliburton. Just kidding. Never would I put him over LeBron. Half the players that I put on the team above LeBron are more valuable to their team than LeBron is right now. Because LeBron plays and the Lakers still lose.
Because look who around him.
What? No.
Here we
it's not
go.
fair. They
It was-
just
I don't care about no damn starting lineup that they won one game with.
Oh, now you don't care.
No, don't say on the. I want to hear about no in-season.
Oh, now
tournament.
you don't care.
What?
I don't want to hear about
Hold
no
on,
in-season
because
tournament.
at the end of the day,
That's
I
what
was,
he's talking
I was
about.
still talking about them same players the last time I was on, right?
They went to the Eastern Western Conference Finals.
Torian-
I'll give you that.
Torian Prince
How-
shooting 13 threes.
Can I ask you
How
something,
in the
Keith?
hell is that possible to win?
Keith,
Think about the name that I just said.
I know what you just said. I know what you finna say. I listened to the show last time. My question for you is this: when you keep talking about this team,
Shout out to
surrounded-
Kilo for holding it down last week too, man. Thanks for that, bro.
my thing is, why would you, or no, why do you keep bringing up the team around him? Because if we talk about
Because
the team,
everybody else get a pass when the team around them sucks.
who
Not for me. You already know how I
Because
feel
Steph's
about
team
superstars.
sucks.
Steph team sucks this year.
Yeah.
But they sucked this year, right?
Yeah,
LeBron and them sucked this year. Last year they was at the Western Conference Finals and they beat Steph.
you're right.
So how does Steph go ahead of him then? If Steph's record in them is worse,
because Steph is an MVP candidate.
I wasn't even gonna say that. I was gonna say. I was gonna
I'm
say.
done. I'm done arguing with it.
I was
Well,
just gonna
please,
say
I'm done.
that
Get
Steph,
out.
That
Steph,
sucks.
Steph head-to-head record with LeBron. He has a winning record against LeBron. That's all I was gonna say.
I didn't do it.
Sure you did. Well, Kesey was banging the table.
That was 20 minutes ago.
Well, it fell. It took some time. The point I'm making is this: what I think Dre has a point as far as the team being better. I don't think, but the team being better. That's why I didn't say Kevin Durant. I didn't say Steph Curry. I said I could have said them too, but I didn't say them too. They're around LeBron James' age almost. So I didn't. That's why I didn't say them too. But you have to give it to the young talent that's in the league right now as far as being better than LeBron skill-wise. They haven't done anything, but when like Shea is leading the league in scoring right now, he's on a tear.
He's on the Oklahoma City Thunder,
That
Who are second
who
in
has
the Western
who
Conference.
has the ball in his hands 90% of the time.
Who are
So does
second
LeBron.
in the Eastern Conference.
LeBron has the ball in his hand a lot.
It's easy to score. They not no scrubs over there.
All right, let's just move
They ain't
on.
got no Torian Prince.
What does that have to do with that
They can't
anything?
Dude, they shooting like 19%.
When they won the in-season tournament, you said they deserved to celebrate because they won it.
Okay, they did. They
And
won the first one. Why not celebrate it?
They actually won them all because there were steps to it. They won one game for the title, but they won first round, second round, third round, etc. Now that the Lakers are bad, now it's, well, look who he got.
I've been saying that all season. Ain't nothing changed.
I just hate to hear that narrative.
I've been talking about
Are
the
the
same.
Los Angeles
I've
Lakers,
been talking about the same players all season.
Kesey, are the Los Angeles Lakers a playoff team? Yes or no? Do they make the playoffs this year?
Not unless they make a trade.
I said they do.
A play-in team?
They don't have a consistent score outside of LeBron and AD.
They didn't last year.
They did.
Who?
The Lakers turned it on at the right time last year. AD showed up to work. LeBron showed up to work. That team LeBron and AD took the Lakers on their backs to the conference finals. But when you play against real teams, you lose, and we saw that Denver swept them badly.
Mm-hmm.
So it happens, but it is what it is, man.
I mean, I just feel like
When Michael Jordan was 40, I was not arguing that he was the greatest player in the league. I was
I did
not.
not say he was the greatest player in the league, did I?
You said he was
You-
better
you
than.
said-
I said
he's-
he's top 10.
And he's not.
Jordan wasn't top. 10,
Jordan
was
won
he?
top 10 either. Not in argument back then.
And
either.
Jordan is nowhere near as good as LeBron at 39.
Jordan had a worse team than LeBron.
Jordan
ever
had a worse team than LeBron, and Jordan was a game away from the NBA
He had
playoffs.
Agent Zero. He had Larry Hughes. He had all of them
Bro,
when
he
they
had-
were young.
Bro, he had freaking Kwame Brown. You tripping hard.
Man, they kick. I'm not even gonna get on that Kwame Brown stuff anymore.
That's
Why
who
not?
Jordan had. He had Rip Hamilton
And he
when he was
drafted
a
him.
bum.
And he drafted.
Come on, man.
And he dogged them.
Come on.
And he dogged them.
Move us on.
I'm on both sides.
Every veteran on that team said he dogged Kwame.
He should have.
He sucked.
They wanted him to suck.
You
Like-
said it.
like
You the one
Bronny.
that said it.
He sucked like Bronny.
Roddy, get off.
So
of me, man.
this year, the NBA All-Star game will be in Indiana, and the NBA voting is about to close. Also, this year, be East versus West. They're bringing that back, which I find will be very, very interesting. To be honest with you, who is your All-Star?
Real quick.
Real quick.
At age 40, Michael Jordan played all 82 games.
He played all 82 games.
He played all 82 games. The only player on that team,
Mm-hmm.
he averaged 23 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists.
Mm-hmm.
Ron is 39, and he's slightly better than Michael, and he has Anthony Davis. Michael at 40 had Kwame Brown, Rip Hamilton, a young Larry Hughes, a wannabe Phil Jackson coach. So at 40, Michael did all that, and we were not calling him better than 90% of. No,
Yeah,
we were
you
not.
are. Yeah,
No,
you
we
are.
were not.
Now you're saying
Look,
No,
I'm gonna
we
say this.
were
Now
not.
you are right.
This is what
No,
I'm going
we
to say.
were
Now,
not.
right now, you're
That
saying
was the
that.
Kobe.
So
That was
y'all
Kobe's
saying-
time.
Y'all
No.
saying that
Kobe
right now
and
because
Shaq's
I'll-
time.
This what I'll say to
back
that.
then y'all were saying that.
This what I'll say to that.
People was riding Jordan.
No, this
sucking
what I'll
nutsack like
this
they
what
was
I'll say that.
some
This is
monkey
a
bars at
different
the park.
time. This is a different
Ooh.
time. This is a different time, Casey. You can't even compare the two. But I will say this about the whole Jordan and Washington Wizards. Did I forget he played for them? Yes, I did. Were the
I don't even
expectations?
talk about it.
Yeah.
in the
Were the
story of
expectations high? They were not. The expectations are high for LeBron. They're high. He set them there. So yes, we are saying. I'm not even saying that he is who he used to be. Like I know he's not. The
Nor
number,
should he.
the numbers that he's putting up right now at 40 are
Incredible.
Are incredible. But if he
Incredible.
was like 30, we'd be like,
21 seasons.
okay.
Year 21.
So then you should be even more comfortable with saying he's not a top 10. I said he's top 20.
He's top 10.
Top 20,
Top 20.
I don't think it's 10 players better than him.
15.
So you say what you want to say. That's my opinion.
That's your opinion.
And you
You're
can
right.
have your
Let's just go.
opinion.
Let's bring
So-
it back to the All-Star game, which LeBron will make. Who is your All-Star? Let's start off with Kesey. LeBron and who?
Are we doing West and East?
We're doing West and East. I'll even give you a 6-man.
Okay. So let's
Let's
Casey,
look-
are you
let's
ready,
keep-
or do you need a minute to pipe down?
I'm fine. I don't
Well, name your
understand.
starters: LeBron, Bronny.
Let me tell you something about. Let me tell you something about the popularity of Bronny. If he make the All-Star game or All Rookie team, I'm gonna be irritated because what he's putting on the court right now.
Let the man get drafted
Trash.
first. Let the man get
For
drafted.
him to get drafted is an accomplishment in itself. You see what happened to Jordan, son? He was like, "Nah, we're good." I think one of them got cut.
I mean,
I digress.
Scottie Pippen's son.
Guy Pippen's son.
Yeah, okay. Like a lot of the NBA
I
players,
was gonna say-
kids are not that great. I think Klay Thompson is an exception. Tyrese
Oh, okay.
Tyrese Halliburton is an exception.
His dad played in the NBA.
Yeah, you know what? One day we should look at a topic: NBA players and their kids. We should look at that and see how we rank them or something. But Kesey, are you ready?
Keep it going. What you got? All-Star.
I'll go in second. Go.
Okay, so Eastern Conference. I will give you my backcourt. I will give you Tyrese Halliburton.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you Trey Young.
I don't like that, but go ahead.
I'll give you Giannis.
Okay.
I'll give you Embiid.
Okay.
I'll give you Tatum. My sixth man would be Dame. And that's because I'm loyal to the Bucks. Okay. Over in the Western Conference, my backcourt would be Steph Curry
Of course.
and Luka.
Mm-hmm.
My front court would be LeBron,
Mm-hmm.
the Joker, and Kevin Durant.
Look at you there.
Why,
Who's your six man?
why put him in there if he's not in your top 10?
Oh, my sixth man. I mean, it doesn't mean that LeBron's not great. I mean, he's an all-star.
Yeah, 5-on-5.
He's an all-star.
If he's not top 10, why put him in?
Okay,
I won't.
fine. Then LeBron's the sixth man. Okay, then.
Go ahead.
So
Go sixth man for the
sixth man will probably be, because the Western Conference is stacked. I'm gonna give it to Shai. Shea gives Alexander.
You ready, Keith? Or you want me to go?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna start with the West because I always forget about Shea. I'm gonna go Luka. I'm gonna go Shea. I'm gonna go KD. I'm gonna go LeBron. And then Joker, obviously. My sixth man is going to be. I'm trying not to get nobody.
It's impossible. There's so many.
It is. I'm gonna go.
Coaches got their work cut out for them this year, picking the reserves.
You know, I'm gonna go with Kawhi Leonard.
He's been balling this year, man.
He
And
has-
he's been playing a lot.
He hasn't missed. I don't think he's missed a game this year.
He had soreness, and they did rest him one game.
Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
and then the East, I'm going Halliburton.
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 Y'all say that man's name. Don't let Keezy gut you in because he hate him.
I'm gonna go Dame.
Tyrese Halliburton.
I'm gonna go Dame. And then I'm gonna go Giannis, Jason Tatum, and then Embiid at center. And then for my sixth man, I'll go. You know what who I'm going with? I'm going Maxey. I'm
Tyrese
going-
Maxey?
Yeah, I'm going Maxey.
Yeah.
I'm going Maxey. Who you got, Kesey?
You did both yours?
Yeah.
All right. For the West, I'm going LeBron,
Of course you are.
Joker, KD,
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Edwards, and
He's not going to start, though.
You don't think so?
He's not going to get more votes than Steph or
and
I
Luka.
think he will this year.
No,
don't know.
I got the current tallies right now. I'll say it once Keezy done.
Go ahead.
Keezy, do me a favor and say that again, please. I'm sorry.
LeBron, Joker, KD, Anthony Edwards, and Luka.
Who's your sixth man?
Six man.
Shay?
Steph.
All right. Now, those are our picks.
Okay.
Who is currently in the lead for the
Yep.
starting five?
So the current in the league of starting five as of yesterday. Today's the final day. But as of yesterday, in the Western Conference, the top vote getters are LeBron, Joker, KD, Anthony Davis, and Kawhi. So
Who?
Kawhi Leonard
Anthony Davis?
for the front court. Now, if voting was closed, LeBron, Joker, and KD would start. Those would be the three. If voting closed today,
Who's the backcourt?
the backcourt, top five.
No, don't do me top five. Just give me a starting five.
Okay, I just gave you three.
Uh-huh.
The other two would be Luka and Steph.
Really?
Yes,
Steph has more votes than Anthony Edwards.
by a lot. Anthony Edwards is not even top 10. Okay, after Steph,
He
it's
got to go to
Shai,
Minnesota.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving.
In top five?
Yes. I just gave you top 10. Over at the front court, over in the Eastern Conference, the three front court starters would be Giannis by a lot. Giannis has
I
more.
didn't even pick an East. Did we pick East?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
Y'all didn't even give me a chance to pick the East.
So
I
you
thought
just
you
stopped
did.
talking.
I'm sorry. I thought you
He
did.
interrupted me, and,
Oh, I'm
and that's why I
sorry.
stopped.
Can you pick your East?
I didn't even realize.
Side note: Giannis has more votes by more than 1 million votes than anybody on the All-Star team
Really?
by a
Yeah.
lot.
Anybody. He got more votes than anybody. LeBron, second.
Yep. Go ahead, Keith. Your Eastern Conference start.
Joker, and KD.
Yep.
Yeah, who's your East? Keith?
And so then I can go through the list.
Giannis. Embiid. Giannis, Embiid, and Tatum.
Mhm.
Front court. Back court, I'm going with Maxey and Lillard.
Six
Who-
man.
Six man, I'm going with LaMelo.
Who?
LaMelo Ball.
Oh my God.
Okay. So the right now, if the
You just
voting
throwing niggas
closed
out there.
today,
You just throwing niggas out. I'm sorry.
in the front court,
Throwing them out there?
it would be Giannis, Joel, and Jason Tatum.
All right.
In the back court, it would be Tyrese Halliburton by a lot and Trey Young. Okay.
I don't like that, but
I mean, I get it. So
He's a
the
fan
other
favorite because he's a good guy.
who?
Halliburton.
Talking about Trey Young. I don't like that.
the other leading vote getters in the front, Jimmy Butler
Jimmy didn't even play most of this year.
and Jalen Brown. Well, you have to remember the All-Star is
It's a
voted by the
popular-
fans
it's a
for the top
popularity
10 players.
contest, yeah.
And then the guards, it's Dame, it's Donovan Mitchell,
I don't think Dame's gonna make it this year.
and then it's Tyrese Maxey. He shouldn't.
over Trey Young.
Well, so we don't get a
I know.
say
I'm
in
just
that.
saying, like, do you feel
Oh, you mean
like?
as a starter?
Yeah.
No, he won't. He won't be. a
No, I
starter.
know. I'm saying, do you feel like Trey Young should be in that starting spot over Dame? That's what I'm asking.
I voted for Dame because
Milwaukee.
I'm loyal to Milwaukee. I finally got a chance to see Dame time in person last Sunday night, meaning where he hit the shot at the buzzer. I had
Mhm.
never seen him do it in person, obviously. Dame Lillard, it wouldn't surprise me if the Milwaukee Bucks front office and some fans are having buyer's remorse.
If what?
Having buyer's remorse about bringing him to Milwaukee.
We'll take it for Bucks talk. Before
So let
Bucks
me
talk-
answer your question. I voted for Dame to go,
Uh-huh.
but who's more deserving to start is Tyrese Maxey.
No, I know that, but I'm saying there's two guard spots. Right now it's Trey Young. Do you feel like Dame should have that spot?
He should. He's actually about 100,000 votes short. So if
All right, Milwaukee, step up.
you got into midnight.
You got until midnight. Step up.
But you got
Um,
today. So
Yeah, I know. Now the standings are as of right now.
maybe he should go get a rapper to retweet for him. That's what Drake. How Drake helped? Was it Wiggins get on? Was it Drake?
No, that was no, that wasn't Drake. That was some Chinese pop star.
yeah, help.
So the playoffs are a couple months away. But we're gonna probably talk about this again, but I just want to hear some early prediction. First 5 teams, not worried about. The 6 through 10. 6 through 10 is, I know I won't say, 6 through 10 is separated by 2 games. In the East, and then in the West, it's separated, by like, I say about 2, half a game. Then it gets a little, about half a game. I got a couple teams who are, back and forth. I want to see, do you guys think these teams will make the playoffs or not? We'll start with the East. Chicago. Right now they're in 9th spot. They're 21-23. Last 10 games they're 6-4. Do you think they're gonna make the playoffs?
They'll make play in.
Do you think they'll make the play-in?
Yes. Because if you
Casey?
look at the bottom of the East, yeah.
Kesey? I mean, this is what I'm saying. Below 500, you can still make the play-in.
Yeah.
So Kesey, Chicago Bulls, they're making the play-in.
It depends on if they decide to gut it or not.
What do you mean if they decide to gut? You talking about the team?
DeMar.
You know, if
I
they, make,
believe
if they
Zach
make those
LaVine.
trades, they're gutting it,
Here's
which means they are trying to fall below.
oh,
they
you talking
can
about tanking?
tanking.
Here's my thing about the. I think they need to cut ties with Zach LaVine.
And DeMar DeRozan.
I
They
think
both
DeMar
going out.
DeRozan.
DeMar wants out.
I know DeMar wants out because but I think they need to cut with Zach LaVine and kind of get a point guard because nobody want him. I think they need to cut ties with him. to be
This
honest with
contract too big.
you. That is true. Atlanta Hawks right now they're in 10th position. They're eight. They're below. They're I don't 6 games below 500. 6 games below 500. Then the 10th spot. Making a play in.
Yes.
You say yes,
Yes.
Keith?
Big shot Trey will get them in the playoffs.
Looking at the bottom of the thing, they're in the play-in. Because if you look at the bottom,
I'm looking at the bottom.
Hornets have no chance.
No
Wizards
chance.
have no chance.
No chance.
Pistons have no chance.
No
The Nets.
The only team that can keep them out is the Nets.
Yep.
But
And that's a big F.
and maybe Toronto. But since Toronto just got rid of
They're,
Pascal,
that's it. They have nothing.
they might tank all the way too. So
They maintain.
they probably play in for sure. They at least play in.
Now listen to what I'm saying here. This is playoffs. Indiana Pacers are down to 7th spot. Are they going to make the playoffs?
They will make the playoffs. They're down to 7 because you have to remember Halliburton has been out for more than 7 games already.
Mm-hmm.
And that's their star,
Mm-hmm.
right?
7 games for the season.
He's been out
7 games in a row.
Recently,
in a row. He
recently.
got hurt. He's out at least, I think they say at least 14 days because he got hurt.
Yeah, right now
They
he's
carried
day,
him off the
right.
court.
Yeah, right now he's day to day. I
Yeah.
think it was just that was a little overreaction, but
So I think they'll make it once he comes back and they start gelling together.
Mhm.
I think the Pacers will make the playoffs. Easy.
okay.
Easy.
All right. Let's go swing over into the West. Utah Jazz playing. So right now they're in 9th position, 22-22, 7-3 last 10 games. Playing.
No.
You say no.
No.
Really?
No.
The Utah Jazz.
Because the Rockets and Golden State, once they figure it out, they can make a run for play-in. And you and I both know you put Steph in a playoff situation, he is going to at least get you in the playoffs.
Here's a news flash. Not this year.
Golden State will be in the playoffs.
Not this year.
You want to make a cash bet?
I don't need to make a cash
You
back.
can hold the money.
No, it's
Because
okay.
I know you don't think I come through on
That's
bets.
very true. I don't think that's
So,
why I
but
don't
you
want
can
to
hold
make
the
it.
money.
I don't. That's why I want to make the bet because I don't think you're gonna come through.
You can hold the money. You can hold the money.
You can buy a hat.
I wear Bucks hats.
That's
Bucks
so-
hats, man.
Houston Rockets playing right now. They're in 11. Them and they are.
But even looking at the
You saying Houston will
looking
make
at
the play in?
West, like
Houston Rockets.
you
Are
can
they gonna
win-
make the
you
play
can-
in?
You can win 2 or 3 games, and you can be all the way up, and
I'm just saying.
you
What
can
do
be
you
all the way up to 6 off a 2-game win streak.
for right now?
I'm just saying, looking at it right
We're
now.
looking at it right
so
now. You're
now,
right.
Like it's hard to say or make a decision on something because you got so many teams. Because 12 through
That's the point of me asking this stuff because
12 through let's say 12 through 7 is 4 games.
Mhm.
4 games separates everybody.
Yeah.
It's easy for the Suns to go on another 4-game losing streak if Bill somebody go down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If Fox or somebody get hurt, it's easy for them to go on a 4-game losing streak. And Lakers and Rockets and the Warriors end up 6, 7, 8. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like it'll be a tough race.
That's why I'm asking you these questions.
Because even all the way up to the 5th with the Pelicans can lose some games in a row. Mavericks can lose some games in a row. There's not enough consistency in the league across the board to even make decisions like that, like we used to on that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because like the Lakers, think about it last year. The Lakers were lower than this,
So that's why I'm
and they ended up in the Western Conference Finals off of 1 trade.
So I'm asking you again. Do you think the Houston Rockets will make the play?
Probably.
You think so?
Probably.
What about the Utah Jazz? He said no.
One of them is going to make it and one isn't.
I'm asking.
And I got more faith in the Rockets.
Then the Houston? I mean the Utah?
Yeah.
Really? Lakers.
Play in.
I say play in too.
Playing.
maybe 7 at the most.
I think, and I'll also say that I don't think Golden State got too many internal problems going on right now. To be honest with you, I don't think this is their year. You got too much internal stuff going on. If they had a solid internal, then I'd be like, okay, I can see them making it. Too many issues right now.
No, I think they'll dump either Draymond or Kuminga.
I don't think they'll drop Draymond.
I think either Draymond or Kuminga will go, or possibly Wiggins. I think the Warriors will make some noise before the trade deadline because the Warriors don't lose seasons; they lose games. And right now, the Warriors are looking like the dynasty is over.
Yeah, that's why that's why I said, because I think they got some internal issues. They got the contract situation with Klay Thompson.
But Klay's backed off that. He's backed off. He's acknowledged that he's not talking about it anymore because he said it on the podium. He said, I realized that.
Yeah, after talking to Steve Kerr, he had a one-on-one. He was crying, blah, 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 blah. It sounded like he had a real light-skinned moment there, Klay Thompson. Let's cut the crap here, okay? It's like he had a real light-skinned moment. The white man talked to you and made you get on down. Stand your ground like Draymond. Stand your ground. Really quickly.
The views and opinions are those of those spoken on this podcast. And
that's not what happened. Is Steve Kerr white?
You do realize Klay is half white, right?
I know he is. Light skin. Anyways, speaking of, Draymond Green came back recently, and he said during his suspension, he thought about retirement. Overreaction?
Nope. Because people are sick of it.
What you mean? I'm talking about overreaction by Draymond.
No, because people are sick of him.
How about you change the way you do things?
It wasn't a problem when they was winning ships.
Woo!
Yeah, it was.
Now
Because when he kicked LeBron in the nuts, you almost fell
Woo!
off the chair.
He got 1 game suspension. I did not. Cut the crap.
No, you did.
Let's be 100.
You did.
Let's be 100 with it right now.
Listen.
Because
I'm
at the end of the
always that
day,
way.
because listen,
I'm always that way.
At the end of the day,
I pushed it 5 minutes ago.
Oh.
at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
nobody was sweating Draymond down when they were winning
Winning
championships.
You're right. You're
But
right.
now,
but
we
now-
got a lot of texts.
Yeah, but
But
it
now-
wasn't an issue.
It wasn't a big issue like it is.
Draymond just being Draymond. He going
But
hard.
the minute the Warriors suck, now they need a fall guy. He's
like the way-
and he's their fall guy right now.
I like the way y'all don't only say suck
Because-
to certain stuff.
They need a scapegoat for their losing season this
See,
year.
I was with
And
you
the-
until you said this.
And he's their scapegoat for the losing season. They're going to use him and blame him. When you look back 5 years from now, this is who they're going to say lost this season for them. This is who they're going to say broke up their dynasty. This is who they're going to blame. And it is his fault, though, at the end of the day. But Draymond's got to get ready for what is about to come behind this.
What's going to come behind it?
The scrutiny.
Oh, man.
You know how much when they don't make the playoffs this year,
They're going to nail him to the cross.
they're going to hang him.
I think about that.
And
as
it
this,
ain't all his fault, though.
It is.
Nah. Let me tell you, whoever was recording that video, that's who fault it is.
No. I'm not gonna blame the videographer for somebody you punched in your team for punching your teammate.
But the way they say listen, the story I heard,
For whatever the reason, I heard some stories too. The point I'm making is this: you got to be able to control yourself. I'm not for the video,
and like
the
every
videographer.
and just
I'm
like
not for the,
and just
the
like
person who
every
fouled
and that's
you.
why I hate social media today, because every NBA player that watched that video said this happens regularly in practices.
Mhm.
This ain't the first time. So the only reason Draymond is getting torched by it
That
is
make it
because
right?
somebody leaked the.
Does that
I-
make it right?
Listen,
You know what else was going on a long time ago? Cocaine and drinking beer and stuff before the game. Is that cool? Is it make it right?
Didn't say I was saying it was right, but at the end of the day, that's in the organization. When I was in college and we was having rough practices
Mm-hmm.
and certain people japping at the mouth,
Mm-hmm.
guess what?
They got chin check.
Yes, you did.
Okay, so if I catch you with a
But
video,
guess what?
of
Ain't
someone
no-
getting chin check,
It's
take
because,
the L.
It's because of the new day and age media. Back in the day, that would have never happened.
Just take the L. Be like, yeah.
And that's why I said Draymond got to take that L.
Jordan
I didn't say he
fouled
didn't.
Steve Kerr.
Exactly. We never knew
And
until
you
last
ain't
dance.
exactly. You ain't never seen that video.
But we was like,
Somebody,
that's messed up.
somebody wanted that video out.
All I know is this.
Somebody wanted to see Draymond go down.
Or Jordan Poole to go down.
One of them did.
Well, they both went down in their own different kind
No.
of ways.
Poole didn't go down off of that.
He got traded to the Wizards.
He got
take
traded.
That was after they won.
If he said, if
After the season.
if you say to Jordan Poole, hey, we gonna win a championship, but you gotta get punched in the face, you gonna take it. All right, that's cool. You gonna take it.
So I'll say this.
Or you gonna say, hey, we're gonna win a championship, but you're gonna get traded to Washington Wizards, the worst team in the league. You be like, ooh.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Which one you gonna do?
Because didn't they win the championship the year before that?
No, he
Year
got
after.
traded before the season started.
No, I'm saying they won a championship, and then that offseason he got punched in the face.
And then he got traded before the season started. He did not start the season in the Golden State uniform.
No, it didn't happen. What?
He did
He
play a season in the
played.
Golden Season uniform
So,
after he
no.
got punched. Yes, he did. Because remember, they were talking about how him and Draymond,
how they gonna get along on the
how
court.
they're going to get along on the court for a long time.
Yeah, he got traded.
And they
this
kept showing all these
past
videos where
offseason.
Draymond and him wasn't shaking hands when they walked past each other and all type of crazy stuff.
Yeah, and Steph went off.
And-
you're right.
Steph wasn't nobody.
Yeah, he did. On the
Steph
bench,
wasn't
he
nobody.
went off on Jordan.
So he got a
Poole.
whole season to get it together, but
Yeah, he did.
And then
So-
on top of that, they almost went back to the finals.
So I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna say this. I think
they
if you
lost to the
listen-
Lakers.
if you listen to Draymond, Draymond's nobody's fool. Draymond is looking for the sympathy. Draymond ain't thought about no dang retirement. He get $25 million a year to show up to work and rebound and talk trash and be a bad guy.
Listen,
And be on the podcast.
Let me tell y'all something.
I think he
Let me
did
tell
that
you- let me tell you
to try to
something.
get sympathy.
Let me tell you something.
I don't
man.
think he really tried
that
to
money that they make in the NBA ain't what you think it is.
Oh, no.
Once you
I
know,
pay taxes, too.
once 52 states get their cut
Mhm.
because they pay taxes in every different state,
Yeah, they do.
and they pay an NBA tax,
They do.
and they pay a local tax.
It's still enough.
It's some decent change, but at the end of the day, their money is made off the courts. And Draymond is with the Banana Boat crew. They got investments.
And his,
They got money here. They got money there. They got a
agent,
nice
Chris
amount
Paul.
of income coming in.
Bron's boy.
Well, they would never need money again. He doesn't
Well-
need the NBA money. That $25 million from the NBA at the end of the year, he probably gets 11 of that,
12.
maybe 12 of it.
12.
Very good.
Out of 25, that's rough.
And well, and,
That's
and-
rough.
And
for
then they
who?
probably he probably in that winery with Bron and Wade, which make I think they making grossing like 300 something million a year in that.
Probably.
So here's the bottom line.
So you tell me,
Here's
you
the bottom
would
line.
that matter to you?
Yeah, it matters
Yeah.
because all coins matter.
And
Especially when
you,
you're rich.
and you getting another 33 million
why
from
do you
your
think-
winery.
Why do you
Yeah.
think the rich stay rich? You don't. You can think it
You
don't
better
matter.
cut
if you
them
want to.
corners. You better cut them. You better cut them sharp.
Listen, I was just talking to my tax guy this morning. Like, hey, I don't
You
need to
know
owe
me-
no taxes.
You know how many people drink wine now?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Wine is popular.
So it's always been. It's great.
everybody talking about a glass of wine.
It's great with Italian food if that's your thing. But
You would know.
no, I mean, I don't have again. I'm
we should,
4
we
years.
should open up on our own winery in Wisconsin.
4 years.
What?
We can barely get here.
You keeping this together by strings. You gonna open a winery?
Oh, we get a prayer.
Dealing with
Be throwing bottles at each other before the end of the year.
You're
Not
like,
me
where
and-
Dre? Dre quit
Not
already.
me and Andre.
Dre, listen.
I think the person who we're gonna have the fights with.
Middle seat. So
Because
again,
the minute his check is and what he think is supposed to be,
Well,
everybody going down.
I think again, I seriously
Probably.
think I seriously think Draymond brought it up for sympathy. I don't think he was contemplating no retirement.
You don't
'Cause
think
here's
so?
why. Draymond, as much as people hate him when he talk, people listen.
I think you know what.
You
Honestly,
see his
I
podcast numbers?
did. I honestly think he did for a minute. It was like, you know what? I can't do this no more. He has the championships. He has the All-Star. If you ask word around the town, he's probably gonna be Hall of Famer. But the point is, I think that he probably did. He probably did for a minute. Was like, you know what? I'm gonna quit. I mean, it's a job. We all at one point in time was like, I don't want to do this no more. So he probably did. I just thought maybe
You
it was
know
an
how much
overreaction.
easier it probably was for him to, just wake up every morning and take his girls to school and come back home
Nah.
and work out in peace by himself with nobody.
Mm-mm.
He was by himself.
Yeah.
And remember, he didn't touch a ball at first, so not having to worry about. Listen, the being in the league is a stressful job.
Mm-hmm.
24, I'm gonna say, 18 out of 24 hours a day,
You busy.
your life is busy
Mm-hmm.
because you got events, you got NBA, you got team meetings, team this, video that.
Appearances.
You know what I'm saying?
Media.
Being at home and him having no part of the organization at all could make you be like, dang, I can sit and do this. You ain't got to do nothing but sit and chill and drink wine and pick the kids up from school.
Living in California, you need a consistent check.
We keep talking about consistent check. We ain't talking about that. We talking about being in the moment of freedom.
So you really think he was going to consider retiring?
I can see that.
I can see it. I was like, is it a little bit overreacting? I'm like, you overreacting, Grandma. Relax. Going on to Bucks talk. The Bucks are interested.
According to the Sportsopedia, Draymond's net worth is about $90 million.
It's not a lot.
It's a lot
That's not a lot.
for an active player. It's not LeBron money, but
It's
it's
not
a lot. I think it's decent
No.
for Draymond. I think it's decent
That's decent. It's not a lot though.
for the Draymond caliber player. $90 million is not horrible.
If Draymond,
How much does he bring in a year?
I mean, I don't know about
his
other
net worth-
money.
I mean, because you talking about his assets and you talking about all this
Yeah.
business put together. I think if that's why I said 90 million is not a lot. It's not a lot.
he just signed a $100 million contract, which he hasn't gotten yet. So
He gotten some of it, but that's what I'm saying.
you also got to remember they got bills.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a lot. His lifestyle is not a lot. So the Bucks are interested in Javante Murray, among other teams. What do you think of the possible trade, and should the Bucks be active in the trade deadline altogether?
Chris Middleton got to go.
I don't think so. But continue.
Who are you trading to get Murray? Who are you trading to get Murray?
Huh?
I'm asking, who are you trading to bring him to Milwaukee?
To be honest with you, I thought it was interesting. I feel like it depends on what Atlanta wants for him. I think we could get a better backcourt coming off the bench.
Is he a starter right now?
He is a starter right now. He would be they probably would. I think us getting him would move Beasley. Is it Beasley or Beasley?
Beasley.
Malik Beasley to the bench, which we need. But and then when Crowder comes back, he should
Are
be
you
back
serious?
by March. Yeah.
You said Malik Beasley go to the bench.
If we get Murray, yeah,
Why?
he would have to.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why would he?
Because he's averaging 20 a game right now.
Who is?
Murray.
And Beasley leading the league in 3-point percentage right
What
now.
that mean?
That's what we need. Shooters.
Nah. We need better backcourt
Beasley
play.
has been lights out and playing good D.
He's been
Lights out and good D.
he's been
There's
solid.
no- we
He's
don't
been
need him
solid.
to come off the bench. We need Murray to come to bring and bring that 20. Because that's where we're struggling at.
But if we're
Because
putting
Pat ain't bringing it.
if we're getting 20, if we're getting somebody who's coming in for 20, that's number one. Number two, he's used to starting.
Well, you better get used to coming off the bench.
So we need better bench play? Yes or no?
Oh,
Yes or no? Do we need better bench play?
we need better defense. I don't know. I'm not gonna say bench play. We need better defense.
That's the bigger picture. I'm asking specifically, do we need better bench play? Do we need better bench play?
We
Yes
do.
or no? Thank you.
we do.
That's my point. Because you talking about some he's young, he's averaging 20. Now, my thing about this is, like I said before, get him, put him in the starting lineup, and he big. Now the defense, it can whatever.
But why is he on the market though? Why is he even? Why did
I don't know.
the Hawks even wanna
Be
get rid of him?
honestly, I don't know. That's my first thing that came to mind. I don't know why he's on the market. But I
Because
do
him
know
and Trey don't fit next to each other.
they don't. He needs the ball in his hand. Trey do too. But I feel like
So does Dame. So you think he gonna work in Milwaukee?
I think he can go off when Dame off. We just lost to who we lose to recently. Dame. Cleveland. We just lost to Cleveland. We got blew out. Giannis didn't play. But Dame had like 12 points. So he's a little inconsistency. So my thing is
Keep in mind he makes $30 million a year.
who?
Murray.
Ooh, that's why he hasn't been traded yet. Then.
Bucks ain't coming. He ain't coming here.
It would be interesting. I think we should look into it. I think it would be nice to look into it. So, what do you guys think? Well, then if that's not the case, then should we be in a trade market altogether?
We got to get Chris Middleton out of here.
Why?
Why?
Well, yeah, why?
His contributions have been minimum this year. The
I get that.
knees.
I get that.
The knees.
I mean, but here's my thing.
He's a nice guy, but come on.
He's a nice guy. My
He
thing
is
about
a
that
nice
is this.
guy.
So if you're talking about getting rid of Chris Middleton, who are you trying to get? You don't have to say no name. A person. What kind of are you looking for? A 3-and-D guy?
I'm looking
are you
for
looking
a
for?
consistent shooter that can play defensively. Because the reason why the Bucks are not going to win a championship
Mhm.
is offensively we're inconsistent. If Giannis don't score 40 or 50, we're not winning.
25.
Dame, when he comes, he'll have a great game and then 2 games, 3 for 15.
That's
So
true.
are we trading Chris Middleton for Murray?
I don't know
Because
I
that's the
don't think
only
so.
way it works with money wise, because they make around the same amount.
But here's my thing about that. They don't play the same position. So let's just say we did that. It would be taking away a position and filling one in. And I don't think Murray can play small forward. He's either a point guard who is a shooting guard. I think he's like 6'4", 6'5", maybe 6'6" at the best.
So then Atlanta will have to give up somebody else then. What you saying?
You talking about on top of the Murray?
Yeah. For Chris?
Maybe. I don't know if the Bucks should, and I do agree with Dre. Like I think the Bucks should be for another 3-and-D guy, and we need him off the bench. Cameron Payne ain't getting it. Who else we got off the bench? The same guys we had before, except for what's his name? I know you are. The guy from we traded to Phoenix. Grayson Allen. He was coming off the bench. He was solid.
And he been shooting horrific over there in Phoenix.
Oh, they sticking it up, man.
He
sticking it up.
low key. He
But
on
so
the
is
trade
Bradley
block.
Beal.
Well, we already knew that was coming. So everybody knew that was coming except for Phoenix. Everybody knew that was coming except for Phoenix. But no, Grayson Allen, I think that like right now he's shooting horrible and he's not getting the looks that he's used to getting though. That's what I think is going on. He's not getting used to getting the looks he used to get. So that's why I'm kind of like, if we do trade Middleton, we need to trade somebody for his exact body type. Like if we had got Siakam, I don't think it would have worked, but I think we need another guy. And the market right now to me is very slim pickings. I think it's slim pickings.
It's very slim.
It's very slim pickings.
My best thing for the Bucks is just get somebody on the buyout.
Guess
I wouldn't trade right now. I couldn't.
the only person that's looking on the buyout is PJ Tucker.
He's being linked to the Milwaukee
He is
Bucks.
linked to the Milwaukee Bucks, but
I don't think that's enough defense, though. It's crazy how much
he
outside
can't
of
come off the
Giannis,
bench though.
it's crazy how much Drew Holiday did for us defensively. It is crazy. Like, we're so bad defensively with just him being gone. It is insane.
Now
We're
you say
still winning a lot of games though.
barely.
Barely.
What do you mean barely?
What you mean? The Bucks
What I'm saying, what is the barely part?
because the
We're
Bucks
not
are up.
beating the Pacers.
The Bucks are up by 20. That's not good enough to win them the game.
Nope.
That what scares me. Because if I'm up by 20 going into the fourth and you can come back, you're not worried about it. You're like, we'll get there.
We played Sacramento last week.
And it should have went to
It
overtime.
should have even went to overtime. We were about 20 at some point, and they came back in the fourth.
And without that shot, we
We
lose.
lose
We lose.
at home.
And
But that's what you brought him in here for, right?
did.
Every game is not going to be a 20-point win. Every game,
I'm not
majority of the games,
Are you know what we saying though?
because even when throw that ball over there, something. Even when the dang, lost my whole train of thought. The Golden State Warriors
Okay.
were on their streak.
Mhm.
All of their games wasn't blowouts. It was some games where Steph were hitting those shots,
Mm-hmm.
to get them over the hump.
But Kesey, can you at least agree that if your team is up by 20 going into the fourth or halfway in the third, the game should be over. You should win by at least 10.
There's some games where you collapse, and there's some games where people
But it
start hitting
happens consistently.
and it's some games, but they only
It happens consistently.
we're in a league. We're in a different league now.
You should have the Bucks winning the title.
Yes,
I'm not talking about the video game. I'm talking in person.
real life. In a 7-game series, I can't see anybody beating them. In a 7-game, I'm not talking about in a 1 game here, in a 1 game there, and a 1 game over there.
Mhm.
I'm talking about you got to win 4 out of 7.
Mhm.
Are the Bucks a better team this year than they were last year?
Yes, because we got some players that can put the ball in the hoop when we need it.
All I said,
Because that was our biggest struggle last year.
it was.
Drew was so inconsistent on the offensive end; it was killing us.
This is what I'll say to that. Boston, because they have the scoring power that they have, Drew can kind of like just do defensive stuff and kind of hide
Hide that
background.
offensive struggles.
In Milwaukee, you had to play. He did play both sides of the ball, but you had to be able to score 20 on a consecutive basis. And the injury to Middleton hurt Drew Holiday more than it hurt Giannis, because then when it was Middleton and Giannis putting in at least 20, 25, then it was like, oh, okay, Drew put up 15. It's not really that big of a deal. Woo, 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 woo. I'm just saying that if I'm up by 20 going into the fourth or halfway through the third and we don't win by 10, to me, that's even scarier than what you're talking about as far as, and I get it. It's not going to happen every game, but let's say we get a good team like for Indiana, who has our number this season. This is we're talking about season, or a team like Miami, who they're in the 6th seed right now because they can slide back to 7th. If we play Miami, and we play Miami this year,
We would beat Miami.
I don't know if we can though.
I know we can.
because Miami plays hard.
I believe we can.
And if a team that play hard can beat Milwaukee,
You want me to tell you what beat the Bucks last year?
Jimmy Butler.
That too, but consistently, we didn't have a consistent score. Everybody was so inconsistent on the offensive end.
Right.
It burnt us up no matter how good of a D we played. Because if you
Yes
don't,
or no?
because you don't look what happened to us.
Yeah, I know. We got beat up.
If you don't have that superstar that score like a Dame
Mm-hmm.
that can go pound for pound on the offensive end with another big time player, it's rough. Because Giannis can score, but Giannis scores in a different way.
It's consistent.
Which consistent.
Yeah, he know where to get his buckets at.
He know where to get his. But if you don't have that consistent other score, like big time score,
Mm-hmm.
like a Dame,
Mm-hmm.
or like you said, like a Paul George and a Kawhi Leonard, you know what I'm saying? That second score
Mm-hmm.
is rough. The Bucks didn't have that. Nobody was consistent. Grayson Allen he shot some bull crap up that cost us a game, 1 game. Drew Holiday was missing every 9 shots. He hit 1.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Drew Holiday did what he was supposed to do, even and
he was getting murdered.
Oh, he was getting murdered
on the defensive end too.
On the defensive end, he was getting murdered by Jimmy
So
Butler.
at the end of the day, you got to have a pound for pound guard
Let me ask you a
to
question.
go along with Giannis.
Let me ask you a question.
Dame is a pound for pound scorer.
He's so inconsistent though.
It's a new system.
Dre, earlier you said.
So you telling me, would you rather if you any other team, would you rather play Drew Holiday or would you rather have to guard Dame? Which one would you rather guard?
I'd rather guard.
You would rather have to guard Dame in the
You
playoffs.
talking about guarding?
Yeah.
I'd rather guard Drew, but what I'm saying is if we're talking about
Because that's what the difference is that because you look at the Bucks roster, nothing changed really but Dame.
A lot changed.
Like
I
what?
don't think that much.
We
changed.
lost Grayson. We lost
But we picked up Beasley and he's shooting at the NBA
He's
highest
only
shoot
one.
percentage.
NBA, you better put him in a 3-point contest on my life.
So you know what I'm
I
saying?
don't think he
We
wants to.
actually kind of won in that deal because we
I-
picked up a consistent 3-point shooter that's shooting the best in the league right now.
So Dre said he thinks we're having a little buyer's remorse. This is your time to Stephen B it up.
I'm not going to Stephen B it up. I just think Bucks fans are having some buyer's remorse because they realize you need defense. You need defense to win championships. Now, this also could be us just being some illusionists because I also want to say this: we're 4-1 against the Pacers. We should have won all those games, but we're also second in the Eastern Conference. We're only a couple games behind first place.
There's an argument for both.
There's an argument for both. I would like Dame to be more consistent, personally, because Giannis, I don't want him to be like Kawhi Leonard in a year or two, having to play every 5 games because he's putting so much pressure on his body, right? Because he plays hard every night.
That's just who Giannis is.
It is, but it's taxing on the body. I don't have remorse. I miss Drew. I think he's a better defensive player than Dame, but you need Dame big shots for the playoffs. So Bucks are fine. I think the biggest issue with the Bucks, we do need a better defensive presence, another consistent scorer, and our coach is terrible.
Accountability.
I think
Accountable.
Last Sunday,
I think we need to figure out our rotation.
I was going to say, and
He doesn't know his rotation, and that's what throws the Bucks off more than anything. Because some nights Pat might get 24 minutes when Pat only deserves 8.
last Sunday against the
Pat, is by counting?
Last Sunday against the Sacramento Kings. I'm so glad you said that. Cameron Payne and Bobby Portis balling. Cam couldn't miss. Bobby had a double-double, 21 and 11, end of the third.
Seen that.
Coach took them out and they played none of the fourth quarter. Pat Connaughton couldn't buy a bucket.
That's the game I'm talking about.
Couldn't buy a bucket, and he played the fourth and overtime.
Was it a defensive game?
Pat don't play no D.
I played D.
He played D, but when he's off, he is
He
off.
don't play no
right.
D no better than no Bobby Portis.
Yeah, they play 2 different positions. It's kinda
Cameron Payne was money. He couldn't miss, and the coach took him out.
But was he letting his man score on him too?
So I think it's hard to say because Dame let people score. In fact, I saw Dame get punked down by Malik Monk. Punked him. Punked him. I was sitting right there. Oh,
we got to use on the floor. My
Well,
thing
thank you
is
for
this.
telling America my business.
With the-
But sitting right there could have just been anything.
I
What do you
see
mean?
you
What do
I
you
see
mean?
you on ESPN. Stop it.
What do you mean
The
punked him?
point is this. Is that
What-
Drake?
What does
Is that Drake before ESPN?
what does punked him mean?
So
He's 6'6" though.
He was guarding him
Uh-huh.
and he was hacking him. And Monk was like, "Get off me." And Dame let go of the defensive assignment. He let it go.
We knew that was gonna happen.
We all saw the front. We was like, "That just happened?" We're like, "Yes."
He's 6'6".
So what? You go out there and you guard, you hack some more. Bro, it was crazy.
I just can't.
But I'm
see
gonna tell
it.
you like this.
I don't understand. I'm lost. Like, how did he just give up? Like, what did he do? Like,
So if I'm guarding Zeke, right? And Zeke like, "Man, get off me. Dang, quit hacking." And he run and I don't follow him.
Hold on a second. Did he switch? Was it a switch?
Go watch the tape. I'm done.
I'm asking you, was it a switch?
I don't recall if it was a switch, but we on our whole road, we were like, did that just happen?
Mm.
So but I will say this. Dame for scoring, nobody better. We need that because Giannis needed that. If we had Dame against Miami, it wouldn't have been like that.
Yes, it would.
no.
Yes,
No.
it would have.
So,
Yes, it would have.
but the Bucks again, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna take a page out of Kesey's book. Okay, I'm taking a page out of Aaron Rodgers' book. Shout out to Jordan Love. Take a page. Yeah, say what I said. You didn't think we were gonna go there? Oh!
We talked about last week. You missed out. I want to talk about it. Keep
You didn't
moving.
think we were gonna go
Keep
there?
it moving.
So I'm gonna say this like Kesey. I'm gonna take a page out of Aaron Rodgers' books. Bucks fans just need to relax.
You're overthinking it because
Don't let up, but relax. The Bucks are 29-13. Right, we are 2 games away from being in first place. We have the best player in Giannis. Bucks are okay, but let's not forget the NBA is about matchups. And if we can't beat the Pacers,
You keep talking about these Pacers like they just
They
God.
beat us by bad. They beat us badly.
Badly.
Did you watch the games?
And I just explained to you what happens in the playoffs.
What?
If you can't beat nobody in the half court,
Keezy, this is my thing. We say, I see what you're saying,
No.
and part of that is true
No.
because if it wasn't true, the Lakers wouldn't have got as far as they got.
okay. Now you
But-
see. Now
But
you seeing it. What I'm saying.
yes, I do.
Half court
But
offense, Pacers are not that good. They only
They're
good,
good
if
at-
you play to.
You know why they good, though?
I blame Griffin for that.
but you know why they
Those
good?
losses because you don't change your style to play with them. You make them change and adjust to you.
Yeah, he's one and
And
done.
I hate coaches who do that.
He's one and done if we don't win the title.
Stop adjusting to the team that you playing and make a team adjust to you, what you good at, what you great at.
My thing is this, Keezy. I agree with you. My thing is this: you can't not. Well, I'll say this about the Bucks: we are getting beat by younger, quicker, more athletic teams. That's why we're lose. That's why we lose to Indiana. That's why we lose to Indiana because they're more athletic. They're younger. When I seen every time I think about Indiana, I think about that step back he had in the in-season tournament. You know who was guarding him when he had that step back to kind of ice the game? Lopez. Lopez is 40 with a bad back. He's me.
Yeah, he needs to go.
He's me. I don't think he needs to go.
The minutes need to be more restricted
I don't think so either.
because
We
we
ain't
can
got a
save
choice.
him for the playoffs.
We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice.
We can save him for the stretch.
We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice.
Well, then let go of some of them other roster spots.
Like I said before, we need to. I think we need a better bench. We have what, 6? We got 6 people on this roster, and to be honest with you, Bobby is kind of inconsistent. So we got 6 people on this roster. 2 of them are consistent, and one of them ain't consistent enough because he can't win by himself. Giannis can win by himself. Dame can't.
Giannis can do what?
He can win by
He
himself.
can't.
No, some of these games he can win by. He has
you
won.
said games.
Yeah, I'm saying he can win some of these games by himself.
Okay.
Dame cannot. The fact that we lost to Cleveland like we did, and Dame had a bad shooting night. And I see what you're saying, Kesey. You can't. You look at what's going on in the season. You're like, this playoff time is different. It is different. I just don't see it being different for the Bucks. I just don't.
I'm tell you right now what the Bucks need to do. Get rid of the family favorites.
Who are the family favorites?
You know who the 2 family favorites are.
I'm listening. Who are they? Call it out.
And put some real players in those roster
Say
spots
names.
and stop bulling around with
Who?
those family favorites.
Who are the family favorites?
Robin Lopez and the Thanasis Antetokounmpo.
How dare you? That is blasphemy. What's his name?
We taking up 2 roster spots
Antetokounmpo? What's his-
that we really
Thanasis.
we got 2.
Thor, and Robin. You can get up out of here. Thor, he has to stay. I'm sorry. I
Let me
don't
tell you-
care what y'all talking
Let me
about.
tell you why
Why?
they gotta go.
2 roster spots.
Because there's some NBA veterans that ain't even getting playing right now
I don't
that
care.
could be taking up that spot.
Whatever you need
That's
to
what
do.
Jalen Rose said before he got fired.
Hey, whatever you need to do to make Giannis happy, that's fine with me.
Bro, we just gave him like dang near $300 million.
What's your point? Is it gonna make Giannis happy? Because guess what? Another team will pick him up. Oh, don't worry about it. We'll pick you up. And then when Giannis
They didn't
leaves.
pick the other brother up.
Well, that's because
No,
you know,
once
Giannis.
that contract
Giannis just
expired,
need one. Giannis just needs one.
once he got his
Giannis
championship with
needs
the
one.
Lakers, that was it.
Exactly, because they knew Giannis wasn't coming. If Giannis is like, I'm going where my brothers go, you think he ain't gonna get picked up?
No.
I can't believe you said that. Robin, fine. He ain't been here long enough. Thor?
This is his second run with us. He played with us for like 2 straight seasons.
He played with us last year.
Not last season, but he played with us.
He
2
played with us
straight
before,
seasons. Yeah, he did. He played with us. This is his second stint.
but nobody wants him. Nobody cares about him.
He doesn't get any clock, so we don't know what he can do.
We know what he can do. Nothing.
He can wrestle mascots.
Exactly.
So,
He's entertaining, but I can't believe you said it about Thor. Who's gonna pick Giannis' nose? Who's gonna hype him up? What is wrong with y'all? Nah. You need him on the bench. You need him on the bench. I need him on the. I need him getting flops. I need him hyping the crowd up. We all know why Giannis is why he here.
He had the greatest hold me back moment ever, though. Oh man, the greatest hold me back ever. When he thought Giannis was getting into a fight, he tried to run off the pitch. That was the greatest hold me back ever.
Can't believe this. Anyways, so this has been another episode of the 94 Feed Podcast. I'd like to thank my brother Dre.
Good one, people. Good one.
I thank my brother Kesey.
It's been another good one. Good people.
You can always catch us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm gonna keep on saying this. Eventually TikTok. And you can always listen to us on all streaming platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcast, Spreaker, SoundCloud. Agree with us?
Probably not.
This is the 94 Feed Podcast. Peace.